Hey everybody, here to help you out with some RTA and chill. Might even have to bring back Stoner Gwen for that one, man. How we gonna RTA and chill? All right, too much? Too much? All right, those are dusty. I haven't worn those in a while. So I got a request the other day just about some approaches to RTA. Some of you guys might already know this, but you don't need to overcomplicate it. Honestly, this video might not even be that long. I'm going to show you what I do. I show you, of course, a real generic spreadsheet that I didn't even make much into, but I think just showing it to you will kind of make you realize, like, you don't need to go crazy in RTA right away when the weekly stuff comes. I mean, just be smart about what you're doing. A lot of the stuff overlaps, honestly. Look, if you don't want to watch anymore, you at least click a like and subscribe. 10K giveaway. Once we hit 10K subs, we're going to do a giveaway. You know, maybe that's enough to get you to do that. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to just look at some of that, giving you some RTA and chill. No, am I losing you again? Am I losing you? No? All right. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave them on anyway and just talk in my normal voice. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to approach this. These are definitely dirty. And yeah, some sponsors in the description below. Amazon coins, weight loss stuff. Go check it out if you're looking to try to shed some weight, or if you want to help support the channel. Okay, so let's go do some RTA and chill, shall we?
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, so first up, look, we know there's objectives, right? We get these objectives. You can see I just started a second ago. We get objectives on the daily. There's a list of them. We get a list of objectives on the weekly, all right? And you get 7 days to do the weekly, and obviously you get new ones every day. The one that really varies on the daily is this 45 one. Can be a number of different things, but you get some abilities you got to use on the daily. Otherwise, it's knockouts, win some matches, nothing too complicated. On the weekly, you've got a bunch of abilities to use for different things. All right. You can see I've got a couple overlaps, villain and villain. Oh, that's nice. I've got some support, bio, mystic. Got a couple characters. I'll focus on them. I like to always click them and get them done as I'm doing stuff. And then I'll just see where I shake out here, right? And I'll just kind of go back. And when I'm picking teams, that's kind of what I, for the daily, I'm like, okay, well, I want to get that done. So, I want to make sure that I always get that particular thing done quickly. So I just do skill, and then I hope to get whatever I want to get, right? So I'll fast forward the actual fight of this so you don't have to watch this, but that's kind of how I pick to start. I pick the team that's on the daily, or the thing that I've got on the daily, and I'll just go through it. And I'll auto it, whatever. I'm not paying attention. I'm watching TV. Is that high quality game? No, it's not. I don't like it. I know some other folks are, bigger fans of it at this point, but I'm not. So we'll let this speed through real quick, and we'll cut and come back. So now, all right, so that's over. You see all my things pop up. Got some skills on there. Got some other villain stuff on there. So it's like, all right, nice. Like I got some of these other. Now this is, by the way, is kind of annoying now where they didn't show all the. Well, I guess it's at the bottom, but you can see I start chimping away at a few things. Not a lot, but there's some villain there. There's some support there. The other villain. And it's just kind of chipping away, and I'll do it again, rinse and repeat, where I'm just kind of going through this. Now, when I get through this daily one, if I've got time, what I like to normally do is I'll click these two. I'll get, Yellow Jacket in this case, and Daredevil. Oops. I got to click them first, right? I'll get them going, and then I'll pick, someone else. I'm like, all right, well, what's a heavy one that I've got to do a lot of, or, all right, Mystic. And then I also like to try to find like villain mystic. Let's get the double dose. Is there a villain support mystic? All right. It's like, nah, not really. It's like, all right, like villain support mystic. Like, where's my villain support mystic? Something like that, where it's kind of like, all right, are these type of things, in the game, right? And that's interesting that you really don't see anything there, of hero. But yeah, all right. So, aim researcher, you know what I mean? So maybe that's what I want to do, depending what I want to, and again, like, all right, oh, actually, she's tech. What am I talking about? But, you start looking for that type of thing. The more overlap you got, you know, the better off you are. You know, that's the type of thing that again, villain. You know, when you're doing a bio, maybe it's bio villain. You know, look for as much overlap as you can. You know, maybe there's a bio villain support. Let's see. I think Scientist Supreme, right? Is she? No, she's tech. What am I talking about? Anyway, so you can start kind of looking through some of these a little bit, where you can kind of get that overlap. And you know what? If you're really wanting to do something and you're like, all right, well, I need to figure this out quickly, you can always go to msf.gg. They've got a great filter function that you can go on here. And let me show you guys this real quick. So you go here and you go to this filter and you go, all right, so I was talking about bio. All right, what else did I want? Support villain, right? Support. Well, actually, it looks like there is none, right? So all of these, oh wait, is that anti-venom? Oh yeah, I gotta love the ad. There you go. So yeah, he's hero. So there are actually no villain. So, but what about mystic support villain? You know, and again, that'd be hilarious if this doesn't overlap as well. But you get the idea. Mystic support. All right, and then villain. You'll see at least 2 on there, so or 3. So those are the 3. Maybe those 3 I can use and get in there and get them more. Now, am I gonna win? No, probably not. Maul's good. I like him, but that's how you speed those things up a little bit, right? So you find something like that. Maybe you know it offhand. You know, I'm tired and sleepy and all this type of things, but I think maybe the band. We have a Ebony Maul band this week. I'm guessing because I don't see him in here anyway. But that's the type of thing you want to do, and just go and click and let it run. Just let it do its thing, right? See how much you can get for that overlap, because what you're going to find is look, you're going to do it every day regardless, right? You know you're going to do it every day. So let it just get a few days in, 4 days in, 5 days in, and then start seeing where you're at. Maybe you got to pick it up a little bit. You know, unless you know those couple days are going to be really fast and you got a bunch of stuff to do. But otherwise, you don't have to worry about it, right? So, again, I'm not going to have you watch this whole thing. And this is one of the things I do wish they fixed this. You can see that timer. That one wasn't too bad, but sometimes you got to sit there for a little bit and sit there and wait. Now, this guy's actually a because, sorry, a double, but like they're targeting. Like, let me just get my abilities off. Like, what do you do? Why are you going after Yellow Jacket? Like, really, dude? Like, come on. So anyway, you know, this is still the mentality. There's a whole other etiquette that you should do with RTA out there. That's a whole another gamut. But, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to get, tryhards here. You know what I mean? And I do wish at some point they separate that. But this person's clearly tryharding a little bit, even though they got White Tiger and Electra in there. Because there's absolutely no reason to target Yellow Jacket there. But hey, you know, you do you. So anyway, let's go now, jump over to the spreadsheet, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of why this overlap works okay. All right, so again, this spreadsheet is ridiculously simple. So I've got the day stuff here and the week stuff up here. And I actually was going to try to figure it out and do all this stuff, but I was just like, oh, I'm just going to do days down here. You know, have the abilities, and then, you know, the knockouts. So I looked at the knockouts first, and I have this remaining section that I was going to build up here. And I was kind of like, and I just did this minus, you know, 225 minus whatever I got from these days. And you can see that basically on day 5, I'm already done with knockouts. So there is do not focus knockouts at all. You're going to get those, because if you get the daily knockouts, which you should focus those, don't get me wrong, focus the daily knockouts, but you will, the weekly knockouts, don't even think about it, because you will get that tenfold. They could have made that 300 no problem, and it would have been fine. The abilities, you do get 315 abilities, but if you actually count all these other abilities over, and again, there is overlap. It's about 1,650 to be exact, with some overlap on that. So you can get 300 done, but you're definitely going to have to spread these things out throughout the week. You're going to have to get some of these going. But again, as you get some of these different abilities, you know, it's 45, but you're going to get some. So really, these are the weekly things you got to focus on and get. The knockouts will come. Try to get the overlaps. My suggestion is just do the dailies from days, you know, kind of 3 through 4. And then as day 4 hits, that's when you're going to want to see, all right, where am I behind on my 550s? All right, so maybe I'm behind on this one. Maybe I'm behind on this one. And you've only got 2 550s per week. And you've got 3 of the 150s. I think that's how it lays out every week. And I think what you'll find is the 150s are more than likely going to have just resolved just by doing your dailies. The 550 ones are probably the ones you're going to have to focus a little bit on. So those are the ones, maybe, like I said, that when you're getting to day 4, 5, and 6, that you want to get going a little bit, so you're not stuck on day 7 just trying to grind through that and something comes up and you can't really do it. But day 150, or abilities 150, I think that's, yeah, those will probably take care of themselves. I mean, again, they might not overlap with this 315. It might not, but it could. You never know. So, that's a good way in my mind, where you don't have to stress about RTA. You know what I mean? You can go through here and actually just do what you want. Go and just kind of be like, all right, cool. I'm like, for me, again, I'm a content creator, so I might be streaming and doing this or whatever. But I just have this in the background doing something. If I'm watching a TV show, I'm doing this. There's also the opportunity where you can actually go and just play, someone, if you want to try hard. Turd Ferguson looks like they have a decent team here. I'm not sure if he's try harding or not. He might be, but I'm not, I actually am not against try harding. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right. Because sometimes people want to test out teams. You know what I mean? This is a really good knockout team. He's got Cable. He looks like he's trying to get his knockouts done. Now, for me, it's kind of like, I don't care to do that. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of getting my abilities. So again, I'll end with Scopely. It'd be nice if there was a couple ways that people could be like, hey, I'm going for my knockouts, and they could get into that bracket, so that way, the ability people can be out there. I don't think they're ever going to do that. I'm just saying it'd be nice if they did, so that way, I mean, that was a slaughter fest, and I was, technically punched down, but I got a couple abilities out there. All right, whatever, and it took a minute or whatever of my time while I was sitting here talking to you and, shooting the video, but this is my RTA and chill, right? I think it's a way to do it. Like I mentioned before, it's not a great way to play a game per se, but there is ways that, look, Scopely wants their metrics. They're going to look for their metrics. There are ways to do this where you can actually do it and practice and try hard, which isn't a bad thing, and it is quick. It's a quick way to try hard. It's a quick way to have fun. I do wish maybe that's what they should have the separation on, is try hard versus non-try hard. I don't want to try hard. Don't give me try hard. Just give me somebody who's not trying hard. And then let the tryhards out there go against each other. I know Mobile Gamer loves the tryhard stuff, and I'm not against that. Sometimes I'm going to want to do that too. But there's going to be a lot of times I'm not. So that's how I'm going to end the video. Discord link in the description below. We're, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned it, 10K giveaway. We're going to push it for the 10K subscription mark. We're going to do a giveaway at that point. So you'll be able to follow it on the Discord. Hammer down on the like button, notification bell, and like I said, subscribe so we can get to the 10K. And until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.